Alrighty then, it's time for a Jungle Brand game, and basically, fuck this game. What you going? Fuck this game so hard in its ass. Look at who my opponent is. What you do? It's a Jungle Shaco. And I'll tell you, normally just against a Jungle Shaco, I would be fine, but I'm Brand right now, so it's basically asking for me just to get absolutely destroyed. In fact, I take a very, very terrible early start just because I'm that afraid of a Jungle Shaco invading me and everything. Anyways, if you hear any yelling in the background, there's a giant pool party that's even louder than usual. Either way, I go to my wraiths, and because it's my wraiths, not someone I really wanted to deal with, I get so fucked up, and my red is left vulnerable. That's not why this game needs to be fucked though, it gets even worse than that. You can see that the Jungle Shaco's trying to hunt me down, trying to take advantage of the fact that I'm a Jungle Brand. But it gets worse because then you realize my top lane teammate is DC'd. He's lagging off his goddamn ass. So right now, it's pretty much my jungle's just fucked. It's just, you can't jungle today, Stonewall, just fuck you. You normally can't jungle in ranked, but now you can't jungle in normals because fuck you in the ass. I'm trying so goddamn hard to gain control of it, and thankfully the jungle Shaco tries to steal it, but they fuck up so bad that my Vel'Koz is able to sort of, nab it. So it's not as bad as it could be, but it's still pretty bad. I'm super under level. I'm level 2. It's about 5 minutes in, and I'm just level 2. I can't even take a camp right now without getting absolutely butt fucked. So I managed to take the wolves, and thanks to my smite, I managed to take the Krugs as well. So I'm level 3 at the very least. I'm very under level at around 6 minutes and 30 seconds. At this point, I should be a lot stronger. However, ironically, Jungle Brand isn't the slowest clearing jungle. He's actually pretty good after level 3. Prior to level 3, ridiculously bad. Level 3, thanks to his new passive, it's really good. Honestly, if it wasn't for this little situation here where the enemy Shaco just gets all sorts of, super goddamn greedy, I would have probably been in dire straits. But you can see, he gets caught at blue, he's trying to sneak my blue away, but he should have just kind of panicked, blinked away as soon as he saw a pink. But no, I managed to torch him, and it helps me recover. Now, I'll tell you this much, Jungle Shaco is my goddamn trigger. I can play the champion that exactly 100% counter Shaco, but I'll still be panicking. I'll still just be, my butthole will be clenched so goddamn hard, it will cause an implosion so massive, Stephen Hawking will be wanting to goddamn research it. I hate Shaco so goddamn much. It's my trigger, it's my poison, it's my, if you want me to get angry, if you want to throw me off my game, play Shaco. He might be a very difficult champion for a lot of players to play. The Shaco might be bad, but I'll still be panicking. I'll still be taking too many precautions. Right there, I don't even bother to take my red, even though I probably should have, because I'm that afraid of Shaco. I hate him so goddamn much. Anyways, Jungle Brand, like I said, in earlier seasons, I would actually play him because he was fun to play. He's okay. Like in the past, he was better because you could just clear by yourself. Now you kind of just get your ass handed by the jungle. The Spirit Stone was so much better for him in the past. Basically, you would cast a spell, you let your passive take a little while, cast the next spell, it'd take a while, and that would usually be enough to kill most camps. Now, because the jungle got buffed, you need 3 spells to do that for most camps. In the past, it used to just be 2, your W and then your E, or your E and your W on a singular camps. Now you need the full rotation, and it became a lot weaker. However, the passive buff to him, where if you get 3 stacks of your passive onto somebody they explode, has made it so as long as you get level 3 or level 4 for it to be primed up, you get to just one-shot most camps. Like, look, how much damage I do once the passive goes on. It just obliterates a large monster. And you use your smite to finish it off for the rest, of course. But yeah, all the small camps basically implode with one rotation of your spell and a couple of auto attacks. So imagine you getting bigger and buffer, not having as shitty of an early game as I did, and you can see how quickly you can torch the camps, how quickly you can farm that shit up. So, consider Jungle Brand for your normal game's shenanigans. But pray to God you don't fight a Jungle Shaco like I did, because my early game was super bad. And I'll be honest, some of my fans have actually said, Stonewall Senpai, how do I deal with having a DC? And I'll say, you know what? That's a ridiculously silly question to ask me. You can't really deal with being fucked by the system. Like, if you have a DC or a troll, there's nothing you can do except pray to goddamn whatever deity you pray to. Please, make sure that my opponents are stupid and let me get farmed up, or just don't know how to play, so it's just like have one teammate of theirs who's feeding one of my teammates an insubordinate ridiculous amount. that it makes me having a man down irrelevant, or that your teammates are so goddamn good they get fed off their asses before team fights happen, that it again just makes it irrelevant that you had a man down. And that's kind of what is happening in this game. My opponents are underestimating my Vel'Koz so much, they're feeding him off their goddamn asses. He's becoming so massive, he alone could probably destroy the enemy team. Also, despite how fucked I was in the early game, you can see that I'm bouncing back a lot. I'm a little bouncing Betty right now. The enemy Shaco is opening up a humanitarian African aid right now. He's feeding the world. He's solving world hunger. He's got 5 deaths under his belt. It's just like my teammate Nazgirl. He was like, "Hey Stonewall, I'm hungry. Can we take a break?" I'm like, "Nah, man. We had a shitty earlier game. We need to have a better one." And thankfully, the enemy Shaco just said, "I got you, fam," and just started feeding him off his ass. I'm sorry, just retelling this game, rewatching this, suffering through this again is actually painful. This game was super stressful. We were all just like, oh man, it's 2 a.m. We were hoping to have one good game before we all went to sleep. And then we have a DC, a jungle Shaco, and a jungle Brand. Just that combination is just death in its own. Thankfully, again, just the enemy Shaco is just feeding off his ass, so it just makes me feel a lot better. Watching Shaco players suffer, it gives me so much happiness. My nipples stand erect when I see that kind of shit. I just love it. Just watching them despair. I bet before he started playing this game, he was like, you know what? This is normals. It's a blind pick. They don't know what's coming. They could probably be having a time of their lives. They could probably have countered me if they knew it was Shaco, but it's blind pick. They don't have a chance. I'm going in here strapped. He's got a strap on ready. He's just ready to fuck whoever he was going up against the blind game. He was ready to make someone suffer, someone squeal. So just getting that revenge against a Shaco makes me happy. It's like picking Kassadin, Shaco, or a team of Twisted Fate, Nocturne, and Pantheon against an unsuspecting normal team. It's like you're just not gonna let them have fun. So watching them lose, it's just the utmost joy in the world. There's just like the few things in League of Legends can make you happier. Getting to Diamond is number 3. Number 2 is having an incredible wombo combo ultimate with Alistar, Orianna, Yasuo, and shit. That's amazing, right? Number 1 is kicking a Shaco or Teemo's face in. There's no greater joy in League of Legends than that. There's no greater joy. I doubt you can come up with one better. Tell me in the comments right now if you can come up with a better joy than crushing a Shaco so hard. Or him counter jungling you, and then you crush him as the game proceeds. There's no greater fucking joy. Anyways, as you can see, this game is definitely in the bag for us. This game is supposed to last 71,000 minutes, you can tell by the replay, but we'll end it within 20-something, I bet you. Our damage is getting absurd. Vel'Koz is massive. I'm pretty massive, all things considered. And the rest of my teammates are okay. Even my DC teammate is rebounding because they just sort of kind of left him alone after he came back. Plus, Illaoi is like top lane cancer of all of the Millennium, so even DC, even underfarmed, the Renekton was having some issues even tower diving her or fighting her, so. Plus, the enemy Renekton didn't build any goddamn... He built a Randuin's Omen, okay? So there's no chance in hell we can resist me or the Vel'Koz. We're just melting them. Though, to give credit, this Ashe kind of outplays the living shit out of me and beats my ass, and then kills the LOA, and then the Jhin gets killed. Sure enough, the enemy team destroyed us there, but I assume they just had enough because they realized they're not going to win this game in the long run, so they choose to surrender. Still though, it ends my nightmare as Brand, and that Shaco lost, so I'm happy regardless. Hooray for my team, and fuck all Shacos in the world. This channel is supported by my sponsors, Crunchyroll and Loot Crate. Check out the description below for links to the websites. Signing up for any trials, including Crunchyroll's free anime trial, greatly supports my channel. Also remember to give the video a like to support the channel and subscribe if you haven't yet. I've also made a Patreon now, and if you wish to support me through that medium, then I welcome it.